What's up? It's your man Trinity here, your friendly neighborhood plug, giving you guys a nice how to make a trap beats tutorial 2016 808 Mafia style. Sounds like some Southside mixed with TM88, mixed with a little Sunny Digital, I guess, with this VST. But without further ado, let's hop into this. If you guys like this, tell me what I did wrong, if you don't like it. But if you do, like, rate, comment, subscribe. Let everybody know, I'm doing a lot of tutorials here. If you guys have some ideas, let me know too. And yeah, let's hop into this. First sound we got here is this Sunny Digital VST. If you guys want this, let me know, and I will send you my PayPal. This does cost money. I'm not gonna give it away for free. You guys gotta invest into these talents, man. We're doing some crazy things here with this music. We're pioneers, man. We're like, think of yourself as a businessman. You gotta conduct yourself as a business person or a businesswoman. If you're making beats and you're a girl, you gotta keep it business orientated. But got this Sunny Digital VST right here. First sound, pretty dope. I'm gonna play it for you guys. Check it out. Actually, let me take off the gross beat. I'm tweaking. Yeah, it's basically that sound. It's in the key of E, this whole thing. And yeah, man, if you guys really have, I'll give you guys a quick tip. If you start something off in a certain key, such as E, F, G, doesn't matter the octave, 6, whatever, but try to keep it in that same key. If I'm making this in F, I have everything in F mostly. You guys will see when I show you the other patterns, but yeah, man, try to keep it in the same key. Everything has to flow in your beats, man, especially for trap. But it's pretty simple. Get into this Up Like Trump. You guys know this sound from the song Ray Shrimmer, Up Like Trump. It's like a pluck. It's pretty crazy. Play that for you guys. Yeah, that basically repeats over and over again. That's that sound. Got an 808 Mafia piano. Same thing, guys. Same thing. Same key. There you go. This is actually in the Nexus. So if you guys, this is actually from D Mark's kit. He has another sound down here. But yeah, this guy has some crazy beats, man. He has some crazy kits too for free. So if you guys like free stuff, because I know you guys don't want to pay for all this other stuff I'm gonna give you guys, but if you guys want something for free, man, he has a free kit. He has 2 free kits actually. This EP or Nexus expansion, and he has a free kit, so you guys can take that, and there's some pretty dope sounds in that. You guys can make some crazy beats with that stuff. But I will have a link to his channel, which will have a link to his website, which everything will be on. So yeah, check that out, man. With this piano, and it just repeats. There's a lot of spaces, and you guys are probably wondering why. That's for the bass. You guys will see when the bass comes in, especially when I play the full beat. I swear, man, it's crazy. Now we got a bell here, hands up bell, plug. It's in the main, it's in the stock stuff, man. I like to use a lot of stock stuff. Everybody uses a lot of stock stuff. You guys don't know it, man. They just really just remake stuff and just mix it all different, but it's all from stock. So I'm gonna play this for you guys. All in the same key of E, just different octaves. I just copied and pasted it. Basically my way of layering it. Try to layer your guys' sound as much as possible, because layering is pretty important, man. It creates that big room effect, and you don't want to leave empty spaces of just no sound in your beats, because that's just bad, man. It just sounds bad. It just doesn't sound right unless you're saving it for another part. Again, we got the D-Mark kit, happy piano. I don't think I've ever seen this piano in anybody else's kits or anything, so really go check this guy out, man. He has some dope stuff. Basically in the same key as the last one, same pattern almost. I just didn't layer it as much and took out a few notes, but just try to switch it up. Got some strings, 808 Mafia strings. Notice the spaces for the bass when it comes in. And yeah, people, for these strings, man, you guys, I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, where's the 808 Mafia strings?" There's strings right here that are basically the 808 Mafia strings that they probably even use. They just, remixed it. Like I said, these vinyl strings, those are pretty good strings. The second one, I know those are like the closest thing to some 808 Mafia strings, I think. But it's pretty stock. So, here's the digital bass. Pretty crazy bass, man. I love this bass. Use it almost in every beat. You got the kicks, basically all the other stuff, the miscellaneous. Drums are pretty important. I like this kick. This is actually one of my kicks, coming out in a kit soon, probably dropping it this year actually, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, man, this is pretty dope. I like this beat. It's pretty simple. Hi-hats come in. There's not too many actually sounds, which I usually overdo it with a whole lot of sounds, but this one I didn't really do a lot of sounds, which is why I'm doing a tutorial on it. I have a lot of crazier beats on my SoundCloud. You guys can check that out. Then the snare here. The snare is kind of a filler, so your listener doesn't get bored of listening to just the same sounds, and it kind of takes in and brings in people's voices. When you're doing the verses, you can bring in a snare, and then boom, just come in with the verse. So just add some stuff in, make it all snappy, man. And don't forget that you're making these beats for artists. If you are a producer, if you're just a beat maker, then go have fun, go at it. But always remember that you're making this for an artist, and try to keep it in a song format. But yeah, a little mixing. I didn't really realize I did this much mixing to it, but I could have added a little bit more, especially for the pianos and the up like trump sounds and all that. But mixed version will be in the comments and the description either today or tomorrow. I will mix this, and then you guys can go check it out on my SoundCloud. But without further ado, here's the actual beat. Again, like, rate, comment, subscribe. Tell your grandma, tell your cousin, tell Uncle John. It don't matter, bro. I'm the plug, and I got it all for you. So just let me know, and I will do tutorials on whatever you ask for. Supply and demand. Without further ado, here's the beat. I'm out, people. Peace.